My son took my pension money and disappeared for a business trip, leaving me with an empty cupboard and a broken heater. He thought I would panic, beg the neighbors, maybe call him crying. Instead, I opened the old steel safe he never bothered to ask about. The house felt colder than usual that night, not just from the broken heater, but from the quiet realization that I had been abandoned. The cupboards were bare except for a half bag of rice and expired tea. I sat at the kitchen table, my hands folded, listening to the clock tick like it was counting down my dignity. He had smiled while leaving. "Don't worry, Mom. You don't need much anyway." That sentence echoed louder than the hunger. I walked into the bedroom and pulled out the safe hidden behind winter coats. Inside were gold coins from my late husband's savings, untouched for decades. Not because I forgot them, because I was saving them for my son. That night, I sold half of them. The next morning, I ate warm bread, real butter, and fresh fruit for the first time in years. I paid the heater repairman in cash. I bought myself a wool coat instead of layering shame over thin sweaters. 3 days later, my son returned unexpectedly. He walked straight to the kitchen, opened the fridge and froze. It wasn't full of luxury, but it was full. Clean containers. Fresh milk, meat, fruit, life. "What did you do?" he asked, his voice sharp with fear. I stopped waiting. I said calmly, "He demanded money." Accused me of betrayal. Called me selfish. That evening, I handed him a small envelope. Inside was a receipt from the locksmith. I changed the locks. I said, "You can come back when you learn the cost of comfort." He left without shouting this time. I ate dinner alone, but I wasn't lonely. Story 2. She expected leftovers. My daughter spent my retirement savings on a cruise, leaving me with soup, cans, and instructions taped to the fridge. Only one per day. Doctor says fasting is healthy. When she left, she didn't hug me. She reminded me to keep the lights off. I followed her rules for exactly one night. The next morning, I put on my best coat and visited an auction house downtown. I sold the piano she never learned to play but always claimed as hers. The man said it was rare. I smiled. I already knew. By evening, the house smelled like roasted chicken and fresh bread. I played music on the radio loud enough to hear in every room. She came back early, sunburned, smiling, confident. She opened the fridge, expecting emptiness. Instead, she screamed, "Where did this come from?" "From my life," I replied. She accused me of wasting money, of being irresponsible, of ruining her future. Then I handed her an envelope. Inside were copies of documents she had secretly prepared power of attorney papers. Nursing home brochures. Her face drained of color. I sighed softly. So I planned my beginning. She packed that same night. The piano was gone. The silence was gone. My fear was gone. I sat at the thing slowly, unimportant. Some people only love you while you are useful. And freedom sometimes begins with an empty inheritance.